Jay, you guys came out with a different level of intensity. We saw you on the bench during the huddle talking to your guys. What did this one mean to you guys in the competitive aspect?
This is the closest that we're going to get to a playoff game before the playoffs start. And I think we felt that as an organization, and we wanted to come out and, treat the game like that.
You knew that you had a mismatch on the interior coming into the game, and you definitely went at it. You only missed one shot in the field for the entire game. What was your mindset coming in, and then you just went at it on multiple different occasions?
Right. I'm a big teammate guy. I wanted to get this for us. This is a game that decided our seeding going forward, and it sounded like the guys wanted a good seed, so I just wanted to go out and just play my heart out for them.
Jarrett, Donovan told us earlier that this was expected for you guys, that he's not going to spend a lot of time celebrating, but considering the roller coaster that this season was, all the adversity that you guys have faced as a team, can you take a moment and feel a little bit of a sense of accomplishment here?
Yeah, I'm a little different in that aspect. I think we should celebrate our accomplishments, whether it's for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, just look at what you did and look at how far you come, but then just realize that we still have a lot more to do. We still have the playoffs to go. We still want to have a good showing in that, and just keep the momentum going.
And I think this is the first time in a couple months you guys have been able to win back-to-back games. How good does it feel to, do it in the most important week of the season? Donovan appears to be back to himself on the floor.
Right.
Getting ready to go into the playoffs. How good does it feel to seem like you guys are getting the mojo back and building a little momentum?
Yeah, it feels great. Honestly, this is the perfect time to do it. During the playoffs are coming. We need to get back on track. We need to get to how we were playing when we were beating teams by 10, 20 points. This is a perfect example of just how we should play basketball going forward.
Jerry, you just alluded to it, but you guys are assuming you were playing your best when you won 18 of 20 before the All-Star break. How close are you to that group right now?
I still think we have some things on the defensive end to clean up. I still think tonight was a good showing of how good defensively we can be. I feel like everybody was in the right spots, and we can be in the right spots, but it was just an effort thing tonight. I feel like we gave 110%, and I think we're going to carry that over to the playoffs.
And this team's been banged up a lot this year, but I think after the first 5 games you missed with the ankle, you played every other game. How are you feeling physically?
A little drained, but I'm always good physically. For me, it's mental. I feel like my body's always going to be good. I take time to take care of that. It's just for me keeping my mental game right, being able to get out in the city, being able to see things that I like. But I'm doing all right. Appreciate you asking.
Yeah.
Hey, Jared, a couple of weeks ago, after a game, we got talking about the knock you guys had about not being tough enough in that next series, and you said sometimes the reputation is earned, but it can change.
Right.
Recall that?
A little bit. I probably said that.
So
Yeah.
Do you feel? How do you feel that has changed for you guys heading into the playoffs?
All right. I don't think it's changed. In the NBA, labels are placed and they're hard to break off of. That's just how the league goes. And I don't think we've earned the right to say that we've lost that label yet. It's just the fact of the matter. We can go into numbers, go into how we played, but that's just how the league sees us. So I think this offseason we want to show that that's not a true label. I think if we come out and we play how we played tonight, then I think we could, change the view of how the league is. But the realistic situation is that's how people see us.
But do you think that's a fair way for them to see?
At the end of the day, that's just what it is. It doesn't matter if things are fair in this league or not. That's just how people do it. Yeah.
Donovan was here a second ago and said he's run out of ways to describe what you mean to this team and the contributions you make. And obviously you're a humble guy, teammate first guy. But what does it mean to you to know that all the little things you put in to help this team win are appreciated by the other 11, 12 guys on the roster?
It's good. I just go about my game. I just come in and get rebounds and score the ball whenever they pass it to me. and my teammates keep cheering me on, and it really does push me to go even harder, to try even harder. It feels good, they appreciate it every time they say, J.A., you're underappreciated. I get all the appreciation I need from them, so I'm all right.
Donovan also mentioned that there was a play during the game where you got fouled but missed the layup, and he said, hey, you can't go up soft, you got to go stronger.
Right, yeah.
And then the next time you went and dunked it. So
yeah.
How do you respond to that in-game, not criticism, but in-game, I guess, critique from a team like that?
I want him to stop critiquing me, in the nicest way possible. He said what he said, and I was like, all right, I got you. I went up and I dunked the next one or whatever it was. He said that's how you're supposed to do it, and he didn't critique my game after that. So I was doing something right. He had a reason to say that, and I responded the right way.
Jarrett, you said you think you guys should celebrate this moment, but with how hard this season has been for you guys physically, as you alluded to, mentally, is it even more gratifying just knowing tonight, like, hey, we clinched the playoff berth and at least the first round?
Yeah, this is our first time clinching home court, right? Did we do the last? I don't remember. Yeah, okay, well, this is a big thing, we've been on the road so much this season, and now having these extra how many ever days, I think that's going to help us in the long run. And I think this is just showing our progress in terms of how far we're coming as a team, too.
How much fun are you having this year? Just, kind of hitting it the right time heading into the postseason?
Yeah, find your moments to have fun. And like you said, the season has been up and down. There's been a lots of who's coming in, who's coming out. It's just been all over the place. But at the end of the day, I find joy in just being around the same guys every day. And no, we're not perfect every night, but I'm willing to fight for these guys, so I'm having fun every night.
Last one, Jared, do you all know all of the scenarios? Are you all looking at all the scenarios?
Oh, man, it's like a calculus class. I'm trying to figure out these scenarios. So, me personally, I don't know. I tried to keep up with it, but it's like 2 people have to lose, 1 have to win. I'll see where it is next game.
Thank you.